Hello and welcome back to another Warhammer 3 video here for today. Today we're going to be covering the third and final dev chat for Tides of Torment, including the High Elves. I am extremely excited. The High Elves is basically what got me into this game, so for them to get a DLC makes me very happy. Hopefully they get on par as everybody else in Warhammer 3, we can only hope. And in this video we're going to be watching the dev chat, probably talking about it. Won't be too long because, as you know, you're going to be hearing about Tides of Torment for the next 2 months. Hint hint, it's coming soon. Well, sooner rather than later.
Hey folks, welcome back to What's Next. My name is Nesta. I'm Senior Community
brought
Manager
out
here
all
on
the
Total
head
War,
honchos
and
for this
today I'm
too.
joined by familiar faces. Rich.
Hi everyone, yeah, I'm Rich. I'm a
How big of an
lifelong
announcement this
Warhammer
is,
fan,
guys.
and been working on the series for quite some time, having a lot of fun.
Melcher.
Yeah, hello, I'm Milcho. I'm the lead battle designer on Tides of Torment.
I'm unsure
Here
if
to bring you all the
this
news
guy
about
has been in a
units
dev
and
chat
battles
before,
and
but I know
all
the
that
other
cool
two
stuff.
have. I don't think she has.
And of course, Todor.
Hello folks,
community
my name is
manager.
Todor. I'm the game director of the Warhammer 3 DLC, and I'm really excited to be here today and to be able to talk about Tides of Torment and 7.0.
He probably is excited,
Well,
but that
as
does
you
not
just
seem
mentioned,
very
today
excited.
we're going to be talking a little bit more in detail about our third faction of Tides of Torment, which is High Elves. But
Let's
before we
go,
dive into that
people.
and talk all about that, let's address the delay that we
Again,
informed our players
as much as it
earlier in
sucks
July.
that it got delayed,
Todor,
I'd
can you
rather
share a little
have
bit more
it come
about
out
that
later
decision?
and it be good
Yeah,
than us
absolutely.
get it like, right
First
now
of all,
and just be
we all
disappointed with
realized that these have
Again,
been a bit
I
of
like Omens
disappointing
of
news
Destruction, but
for
I
our
think we
players.
can all agree it was a
But
bit
the
undertuned.
reasons why we opted for a delay is that
Like, I thought it would really get me into Khorne. It did. I do like Khorne
to
still,
a
but
playable
I
state.
didn't
We
feel
started
like I
playtesting
liked it
it,
as
we
much
got
as some other
feedback,
factions.
and it turned out that it wasn't hitting the quality bar that we had set for ourselves. And this
Sorry
is why we
we
needed
delayed
more
it,
time
guys. Here's
to
10
ensure
free
that
units. I
the
hope they do something like
first
that.
day experience
Just
for
give
our
us some really
players
good free
is
stuff
the
too,
one that
so
they would
everyone
like
can
to
be
see.
happy.
Yeah, absolutely. We know that every character and faction that we add to the game is so important. Everyone's got their favourites, and we just want to do them right and do them justice. So it'll be great to talk about High Elves today and what we're doing there, and how we're bringing a few little extra bits in, sprinkling some extra magic right. Yeah, we're excited by it.
Todor, do you have a release window for us?
Well, right now we're thinking about releasing Tides of Torment somewhere in late October.
And there
Thanks
it
so
was,
much. Thank
late
you for
October.
the update. Stay
Assume
tuned
October
for
31st,
more information
guys.
on our socials.
That's a
Back in
safe
July,
assumption.
we
You can bet
revealed
on
that
that, and
Aislinn is
you'll
indeed our
mostly
third
win.
legendary lord for Tides of Torment.
Let's go.
So it won't come as a
Please,
surprise that
just
we're
give us
talking about him
info.
today. So tell us more.
Oh, he's one I've been
You look down. Do you
waiting
guys
for
see
so long
his
to get like, my
socks in
hands
the
on
dev
to
diary?
get into the game, because he's quite different to the High Elves that we've currently got.
Wait a second, I saw that.
He is the
Oh, let's
Sea Lord.
go!
He kind of commands essentially like the police of the seas, which protects Ulthuan from all the
Please
various
give
different
us like
invaders.
a seat, like
and he
the
rules with very much
like the
an iron
convoys.
fist.
Make it like
he's
on
gonna,
the
he's
sea
gonna
though.
take people that
Please, that'd be so
cause
cool.
trouble to
Ooh, I
out
like
the
it.
back and sort it out. So he's a tough cookie,
So
and he
he's a
comes with all
melee
sorts
fighter?
of interesting.
I like that he has
political-based
2 weapons.
bits
I
and
hope he's a
pieces,
dual
which I know
duelist.
we've been enjoying
Dual
working
wield, I
on.
mean.
Yeah, quite a bit. What I really like about Aislinn is the fact that he is, efficient,
I thought he
and
said
to
his
the
name-
point where he's
oh, it's
just being
Aislinn.
brutal to the enemies of Ulthuan. He's also single-minded and just going after his target, which usually is a real or a perceived threat to the High Elves.
At least we get to see him in
And
game
he,
now. I'm very
on top
excited.
of that, is a master tactician and a master warrior in his own.
I don't think
in his own
he's
right.
gonna have spells
Yeah, but
though,
he
like
really
Thorian.
does
It
think
sounds like.
that
It sounds like he's a really good
offense
fighter.
is the best defense.
Yeah.
And preventive strikes on other shores are not something that he is going to be shy of doing, despite of what other High Elves are thinking about it. Yeah, we are trying to represent that in battle as well, where he is going to be one of the
Oh, that okay. That
good
means it's
dueler
part of his
characters,
mechanics then.
wielding
Oh,
2
here we
weapons,
go.
1 in each hand.
Oh,
But
I
we're
like
also
the
keeping
dual
one
wield.
of
I
his
like the
most iconic
armor.
abilities from the tabletop, where he's able to buff up archers and make a really good use of them.
I like
and
it.
make the enemies suffer from range. He's going to be quite awesome.
You would like to take some of that beef to Lockyer, I'm sure.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I see. They're
Especially
comparing to
in the
look.
quest battles that he's going to have.
Yeah. That's one of the things
He's
that we've
probably on
been
those
adding
islands,
back
guys,
into the
because
mix
that's
as
kind
part
of near him.
The delay in trying to improve the quality. And
Near him in
overall
the sense
nature of
it's on the
package.
Warhammer map in
As
the
Milcho
same,
said, we wanted to
like,
get a little bit
third.
more of that narrative in there for each of the characters and acknowledge what we did on Omens of Destruction, where the focus is now on the Mortal Empires. We're not having content in Realms of Chaos.
Real quick, if
So-
you guys haven't noticed, I just need to point this out. Look at his sock. That's so funny. I'm not even gonna say it because
We want
YouTube
to allow
will
people
hit
to have
me.
those kind of points to go after, things.
I
little
mean,
stories
hit me
to
with a strike. I did
experience
not
and
finish that
culminating,
sentence.
as you say, in like what should be quite an epic battle for him. But you don't have to do it. You can also experience the Mortal Empires.
Please
as
show us the
you can
Legendary
do
Lord.
at the
I
moment.
mean,
It's a
Legendary
lovely
Hero.
sandbox experience.
Go all
I
sandbox.
really want to know.
Awesome.
I really
Thank
like
you so
Legendary
much.
Heroes. I think it makes armies
so
really fun.
in that sense, we just touched upon a little bit on the preference, how players can approach it. When it comes specifically to High Elves, so for the
Oh, they
players
got
who
a script.
haven't
She's looking
played
down.
this faction before, what can they expect, and why have you decided to return them to the spotlight
Yeah,
in
she's
this
just like the
DLC?
questionnaire of the
It
video.
has been a while since we last updated the High Elves, and we felt that really they're in need for some love.
Give us a
And
tower mechanic.
we know
like,
also that
like
a lot of our
the
players really want to play
Chaos
them.
Dwarves.
So
Forgot their
adding
name.
this bit of cool content along with various updates related to the overall race was something that was very, very meaningful and relevant for us. Along with Aislinn, we are updating the entire race by allowing a form of confederation between the factions on Ulthuan and beyond, the High Elven factions. And we are also paying some
wonder
more
what that
attention
means.
to some of the fan favorite lords.
Because you can already
out
confederate
there,
them all.
really pushing what we have in game to represent better who they are as a character.
Yes,
we
that means
really
they
do
might be
want
giving
to have
unique mechanics
Teclis
to
be
Teclis.
one of the
I just said
greatest
it and they said,
mages
let's
out there.
go.
Sorry, Balthazar.
Let him teleport.
Yeah,
They did it in a trailer
we
once.
acknowledged the feedback that we had from Omens, in that we didn't touch on maybe all the
But
characters,
like in battle,
all
I
the
mean,
fan favorites.
like it was
out
cool.
there.
I think
So
that'd be a
wanted to
like.
make
I don't
sure
think
that
we have a
Tyrion and
character that like
Teclis have a little
teleports in
feature of
battle.
each, which really kind of resonates with their characteristics.
Well, that means they're gonna give Tyrion something.
You know, whether that's towards the Tower of Hoeth and magic, for Teclis, and for Tyrion being that kind of astute warrior, protective figure again. So there'll be more on that, hopefully, in the
I am
near
so
future,
excited,
but
guys. I'm
yeah,
probably
each
gonna
of those
do
will get
like
little
a
bit of love
stream
and
every day of the
attention,
High
as
Elves till
Todor
it comes
says.
out.
A
Maybe I'll do
uniting
that when
feature
October
now for
starts.
the High Elves. So if you want to think Great Book of Grudges and how you could combine and confederate the dwarves, well, this is a
I see
similar
what they're
type of
saying
deal,
now.
for the High Elves.
So I
It should
bet
be
you're
really
gonna be
good. Yep.
using like a resource,
The DLC
and you can just
and
confederate
this
them.
update brings some spicy new units.
Yes,
I'm
let's
looking at you,
go.
Melcher,
Oh, yes, of course.
who you are excited to talk about today.
There's a ton of units that
I wonder
want
what's
to
on the
showcase,
table,
but
guys, if you
unfortunately
haven't
we'll be
noticed.
just talking about a few of them right now. But we are finally bringing
Dude,
the Skycutters
let's
to
go.
the
I've
High
seen
Elf
this
roster.
everywhere. It's
And this is
like
one
all
of the
these
most
units are mods
anticipated
already.
units out there. For those of you
So I'm
that
hyped
don't
for them to
know,
be official.
those are basically flying chariots pulled by a great eagle through the sky, so they can be
I'm pretty sure they're
extremely
archers.
menacing and shape the tactics on the battlefield. We have two variants of those
two
units.
variants.
One are just going
Oh,
to
let's
be
go. I
armed
love
with
the in-game
archers
stuff.
on top that are going to be shooting
Yes,
at
archers on
enemies,
top.
while the others are going to have bolt throwers on them.
Bolt
So
throwers?
imagine having a bit of an artillery
Oh my
piece
God,
on a
I'm so
highly mobile
excited.
sky chariot, basically, and this can be quite exciting. Of course, we're also making them as a mount for certain characters.
As a mount for certain
not
characters.
all high elf
Oh my-
characters, but Aislinn
I'm so
for
excited
sure.
right now. I'm losing my
Is
mind.
going to be able to mount one
I
of those.
cannot
and
wait to
bring
play
it
this,
into
guys. You
battle.
don't
But this is
understand.
not all, of course.
spent every day
we are
playing the High
leaning
Elves for
really
like a
heavily
year.
into the nautical
/ Team
theme
Kings.
with this faction, and so we are adding a lot of other units that are very flavored in that.
Yes.
With this being the Oceanids and their big brother, the Sea Elemental. So basically, those are
Elemental.
water-based
I think that's what
creatures.
is on the table.
Oceanids are
Whoa,
monstrous
maybe I'm
infantry
wrong.
that
What's
are
that?
pretty much designed
Monstrous
to
infantry?
take the
Dude, the
blunt
High Elves are
force
gonna get
of
monstrous
enemy
infantry?
attacks
Let's go.
and withstand them because
They needed
them
that.
being
And
made
they're
out of
showing us
water,
in-game
they're highly
everything.
resistant
This is the
to
best
certain
dev
types of
chat video
damage.
we've ever had.
I do suggest you bring some magic attacks against them.
Oh, that means they're gonna be
if you want to be
a lot
fighting
like
them.
ghosts.
And the Sea Elemental himself is also kind of
Oh, so you
this
get the monsters
big
and then they have a big
monstrosity
ones.
that is
Oh, okay. I thought it was the
extremely good
Wyvern.
against enemy infantry. Also having that special
please show this
resistance
in
being
game.
an elemental.
You
as
already
well
did all
made
the
out
rest.
of,
Watch him not show
pure
this one.
water. We've made some incredible
Let's
animations.
go. That looks so
for it,
sick.
for
What is
all
there's
of
a
them to
horse?
make sure
Why
that
is
they
there a
really
horse in that
stand out
thing?
on the battlefield. And I really can't wait for you to see them in action because they can look quite
Oh,
amazing.
guys,
This
this
is
is
not all.
amazing.
With
I know that
this
they're probably
being
not
a
going to
whole
show us
nautical team,
anymore.
one of the
So,
and Aislinn
so we have the
himself,
legendary
one
lord now.
of the important
And we have 2
features
out of the
that
5
we
units,
wanted
not
to do
including
is
Regimer
to
now.
add the new Mist Mage type
Oh,
of hero.
here's the hero.
Which is
A new
hero
Mist
that
type of hero.
brings with him a completely new lore
A
of magic,
completely new
with
lore
that
of
being the lore
magic.
of mists. Lores
Pairing with
in,
Althorian.
in the
Oh, I'm
Warhammer
so excited,
universe
guys.
can manipulate the winds of magic
I'm losing
in
my
different ways.
mind.
So what
Look
you
at
can
that.
expect from this lore is to have a bit of a supportive caster that is able to buff up your ranged units specifically
Range
quite
units.
well. Allow
Spears
your
in front,
units
archers
to
in the
move
back,
through the
guys.
shadows,
That's how we play
gain
this
stealth,
game.
surprise enemies, open
Oh,
up
they're sneaky.
completely new battlefield
Oh, that's
tactics
cool. I
as
like
you
the little
play,
variants.
while also
They got like the Spider-Man
debilitating
symbol
some of the
or
enemies,
Spider-Man little
and
flip.
even summoning a unit of
And can
Oceanics
even
out of
summon
nowhere
units.
just to block
Oh.
an enemy charge or
I'm so hyped.
just have them wherever you need on the battlefield. It's going to be a really great new way of playing
I'm so hyped, guys.
with magic.
I'm just gonna keep
with
saying
the
it
high
over and
elves.
over again until the
And
DLC
we
comes
are
out.
excited for you to see all the
Maybe
effects and how
wink wink
we've
if there's a
managed to
CA
make
person watching,
those
maybe I could
spells
get it
come to
early
life.
like
It's
everybody
pretty
else
cool,
on
really,
YouTube.
like because high elves are so associated with magic, and now they've got their own bespoke lore there to play around with. It should be really cool, and I think
I
when you
assume the
combine
rest of
that
this
with the
video is
campaign
them gonna
features
talk
that we're
about the
looking at with
changes to the
Aislinn
DLC.
and commanding the seas, we've
Because they
really
did
spent a lot of time and
mention
effort
previously in a few
to try
posts
and do a
that
little bit more there. So
things
yes, you will be able to see
that they said
ships
before might
tackling
not be true.
ports from the sea rather than them hopping off onto land and turning into a
They're
into
doing
a
the
character.
thing.
And I think one of the
You don't
fun
have to go
things
on
that we were
land
looking at the
anymore to
other day
attack
was
ports.
it to me it almost felt like an aircraft carrier because Aislinn was jumping off of the sea, flying over there.
Oh,
with
that
his
means
sky
only he
cutter,
might be able to.
besieging a
Or
little
they'll just give
settlement
it to
inland.
like
It felt-
legendary lords
it
that
felt
like
very
make sense.
thematic,
All the
shall
water
we say.
guys.
Yeah, a mist
Like,
mage
Vampire
mounted on top
Coast.
of a sky
Yeah.
cutter, just
A
masking
mist mage mounted?
all the
Oh,
other
that's good. They've already
troops
told
that
us
are
that's
moving through
what
the
those
ground and
mounts.
attacking the enemies when they're
Dude,
least
the
expecting
bolt
it.
thrower. I
That
hope
can
the
be
bolt
quite
thrower
an
doesn't
awesome
count as a
feeling.
unit.
Mist magic
It might.
buffing archers stacks nicely
So
with
that we
Aislinn's
might
ability
know,
to buff archers.
Yeah.
No, we know
This
3 out of 5.
can-
I said
those
2
things
before.
can stack
So that might be
quite a
4. I
lot
hope not. I
and
hope that this
provides
is just one unit.
very interesting
Maybe it
way
is.
of
Maybe
dealing
they'll
with
treat us
enemies.
good.
From far away, I love it.
That sounds amazing. I'm really looking forward to Sky Cutter. That sounds like a chef kisses.
I want the artillery.
With this update, we have revisited some plans for Slaanesh and Norsca.
That's what I knew they were going to
What
talk
have
about.
you updated, and what else you are working on?
We're working on quite a few different things at the moment. For Slaanesh, we're just doing a general pass of things like text, buildings, all the
They're
good
just
stuff
going to
that
do what they
people
do with
enjoy
all
and
of
do.
them and
We
just
think
make
they're
them,
a pretty
in their
good,
words, Warhammer
state at
3
the
of
moment.
5.
But obviously, you at home can tell us otherwise. But yeah, we are looking at things around cults and if we can do any improvements there. Again, things around unholy
At least if they
manifestations.
make cults better,
so just
I
trying
would
to tighten
actually
up
use
what
them.
we've got there as the core
I do know they
experience.
fixed them a little bit, but it's kind of made them
we are
useful.
adding some cool little nuggets to the DLC itself.
Oh,
Yeah, we are
hinting.
adding a new unit to Slaanesh,
Are they gonna
which is
show
actually
us?
going to be Dark Elves that are devoted to Slaanesh, and that's why
Huh?
they have been shunned away from
Please,
the other
let some
Dark
of
Elf
the- what?
factions.
And
we're
some other
talking
Dark
about
Elf
the
factions.
Devotees, Slaanesh.
Let's
They're going to
go.
be a very good
It's not Dark Elf
anti-infantry
DLC yet,
unit
guys,
armed
but
with
they might be
two
able to get it
swords.
with 2 swords.
That are going to be very dangerous on the battlefield.
Kinda
We
hoping
are
they
also
had
adding
shields.
a
I don't know why
variant
would they
that
already have
is
a unit like
that is
that.
wielding crossbows.
And they
as
have
well.
wielding crossbows as
so
well.
Slaanesh is going to get a
That's
bit of a
cool.
ranged
Some mortal
unit
units for
variant
Slaanesh,
if
and
they need to.
Dark Elves might be able to
We're
use
also
them.
doing a lot of other updates for
I'm so
other
hyped. I
factions
didn't think
like
they were going to show us
Norsca.
more units.
We're doing an update on the monster hunts by adding a bunch of new monsters that you can hunt, and we are changing the way you hunt monsters, and they're now going to be much more regionally specific.
Oh, so you have to actually be in that region to get
depending
them.
on if you are somewhere in the desert or up in the mountains or somewhere in the Empire lands, you are going to encounter different types of monsters. And
That's cool. It gets you a reason to,
after
like,
hunting
go around the
those
map
big
instead of just, like,
nasties, you are
teleporting.
going to receive some interesting trophies that unlock different abilities that you can then use in battle to dominate your enemies. This is not all we're doing for Norsca. We do want to have their identity of this faction.
Please say they
that
can
goes around the
recruit,
world to pillage.
Chaos Norscan,
And so yeah, we're doing updates
like
there.
corn.
We were trying to picture in our minds that the entire process of, the Norskans coming and marauding and taking spoils away. So we're trying to figure out an interesting and engaging way to portray this sort of a logistics around the loot from someone's poor settlement.
And
like
remember,
an empire
guys, this is
settlement.
like made
One more
like in a
thing
month in
about,
advance, so this is kind of a like a
Norscans
little
and
old.
Sail in
'cause
particular,
it's about to
because
be
it's something
September.
that might be
and then it said
interesting to our
October,
players.
so it's getting close.
Is when you get Sail, you in fact get every Norscan's unit, right, Milcho?
Yeah, that's correct. Even though Norsca was originally a DLC faction, if you get the
That's
Sail faction
so
pack, you're
cool.
still
So if
going
you
to
buy
receive
all
Sail, the units
you get to
that
receive all the
originally
units.
were released, like all
Wait,
the
I think
Marauders,
that's actually
the
true for all
Mammoths
DLC. I
as
don't know. They
well,
tricked
so
me for
you
a
can
second.
Really
They're
feel
acting like this is
Norsca.
new.
Yeah, that's
If you
that's right.
like, for
If you wanna
example,
play
if you
Wolf
do
of
Omens of
Thrall,
Destruction and you
you're
get
still-
the
you're still
Ogre
going
Legendary
after the
Lord,
original DLC to have
you get
fun
all the
with
other
them, and
Ogre units.
They're getting some updates and improvements too as well. So
They almost tricked me there.
Some content around being the King of Trolls, which you might have heard about before, and obviously Wolfric's got his famous Sea Fang to
Yep, his
zip
Sea Fang
him around on
people
his
have
ship
been
around
dying to
the
get their
world.
hands on.
So yeah, they're going to be good too.
Yeah, I can't wait for Seafang specifically.
I'm hyped
Speaking
for
of
Norsca.
Sail,
I really hope
is
they
there
make
anything
just them
specific in
fun.
the
I
works
don't
for
like
him?
them currently.
Well,
Let's go, more
Sail
stuff in
still is kind
game.
of cunning and
Well, that's
manipulative
cool.
character that can surprise his neighbors and his friends, let's say, with underhanded actions.
I bet
And
you
as
that's part of
mentioned,
his
about Aislinn.
his, like,
as
his starting
Taylor says,
screen,
he
like
does
their
get,
starting
his
animation.
own narrative as well. So
It's
all
just like
three
the rough
characters
draft of
now
it.
have that as a part of their campaign feature set specific to them.
Oh, that's very nice. I bet our community is going to be really excited about that. Do we have anything prepared for the Kala?
Yeah, we've been going a little bit back to the drawing boards on her. Her experience wasn't quite right, wasn't quite what we wanted. I mean, she's a brutal character. She's wielding 6 swords, so she's,
we've seen
she's
what
there
she looks
to
like.
do business. And
They probably just made her a
she's
lot
gonna be
better in
doing that now
combat,
through the
where before
campaign
it's kind of
through
just like,
a
here's
feature around
2 attack
decadence,
animations.
where her goal is essentially to create these really opulent pleasure palaces, and to do that, she's going to be using the thralls of the regions to sort of help create and build those, whether that's come from her war pits or from her thrall camp. So she's a she's
So she has, like, a
really
thrall camp?
tough
I don't know
and
what that would really
brutal
entail,
kind of a
but
character.
I guess it's cool.
Well, windmilling and causing destruction throughout the world. And
So there's
that's
making her
focus.
mechanic
Yeah,
more
you've
focused
already
on the
seen
world.
some of her
Kind of seems like they all are
animations in
like that.
battle, and she's
I'm a little
really a
sad they
force to be
didn't mention
reckoned
they're
with.
like, oh yeah, their
And again,
elves are going to get a
as I said with
convoy
Sail,
system in the
she'll
water,
have her
so you can
narrative
actually
flow
like
as well,
plunder
leading
boats
up to
and
that.
be a pirate.
Maybe not everyone is happy with how she does business.
Yeah, but the LDR, she means business. And that's it for today. We hope that you are as excited about the new content as we are.
a
High
month
Elves
it's
and
gonna come
Aislinn,
out.
new
Not a month,
units,
but 2
Lore
months.
Mist, and of course updates
Assume
for all
October
3 factions.
31st with how they operate.
Massive thank you to our developers, Todor, Rich, and Melcha, and of course
Thank
everyone
you
who is
guys
currently
for
watching
giving
this
us info
at home or
and
maybe
just
on the
telling
bus.
us when it's going to come out eventually.
We, of course, are doing,
I am
as you know,
so excited,
live streams. So go check our
more
Twitch
live
and
streams. We've
YouTube.
been watching those a lot.
You can make sure to go down to the description box below. Find all of the information about that.
They've been
of
covering a
course,
lot of the
while
old
you're there,
games,
check out our
though.
socials, because if you do that, you will find out
They do the
everything
Warhammer
that there
streams
is
kinda
about
rarely. It's only, I think
upcoming
they only
news
do it when
on
there's, like, an update.
7.0 and of course Tides
So
of
that means
Torment.
7.0 is next.
Go to
I
the
would
comment section,
assume so.
tell us
There could
everything
be a
that you are excited
6.4.
about, and of course
'Cause that
show
is-
some
that's
love
the
to our
decent
gang
amount of time.
and everyone else who is currently working very, very hard to bring this DLC
Thank you, CA.
for you.
I'm
and
very
get it
hyped
in
for
your
my
hands.
high elves.
Thank you,
Extremely hyped.
and bye.
Okay, we're gonna look at a few of these. Okay, I was kind of hoping there'd be something at the end here, but for them to show us everything in game, that's kind of crazy though, right? I don't think that's ever happened. Usually they only show us the Lord. Actually, the only one... No, they've all actually been shown in game. Say, where's the Lord? There he is. We'll look at his concept art as well. For those who missed it.
Quite a bit. What I really like about Aislinn is the fact that he is, efficient.
He looks pretty cool.
and
I
to
like
the point
that
where
he seems
he's
to be a
just being
duelist.
brutal
Oh, did I just skip
to
over
the
it? I did.
Working on
Yeah, quite a bit. What I really
There it
like
is.
about Aislinn is the
I
fact
was like,
that
I thought they
he
showed us
The
yeah.
Sea Lord, he kind of commands essentially like
I
the
like
police
characters
of the
with
seas,
shields,
which
but it's
protects
fine that he doesn't have
Ulthuan
one.
from all the various different invaders.
I love that he's
and
a
he rules with very
dual
much like
wield
an
though.
iron
I think that's
fist.
pretty
He's
cool.
gonna take
Maybe
people that
he might have
cause
some
trouble
spells,
to,
especially with this new
out the
spell lore
back
coming
and
out. I'd be a
sort it
little
out.
shocked
So
that the Lord of
he's a
that
tough
DLC
cookie,
wouldn't
and
get
he
at
comes
least a
with all
spell or
sorts of
two.
interesting
And they said
multiple
it's just like
bits and
buffs
pieces,
and
which
like
I know
sneakiness. Maybe it
we've been
has like an
enjoying
attack
working on.
spell.
Yeah.
The Sky Cutters, where are those at again? Yes.
We
So
have
I guess
two
there's two
variants
variants.
of
We're gonna have
those
here it
units.
is.
One are
We're
just
gonna
going
have
to be armed
archers
with
and bolt
archers on
throwers.
top that are going
I
to be
am
shooting at
extremely excited
enemies,
for the bolt thrower one
while the others are going
because
to have
I'm a big fan of
bolt throwers
artillery,
on
and they
them.
only had
So
one artillery
imagine
piece.
having
This
a bit
is
of
still
an
the same
artillery
one,
piece
but now
on a
it's
highly
mobile.
mobile sky chariot.
They
basically.
look
Imagine
great, and this is
having
just
a
like
bit
the
of an
rough draft, as you can tell. Like it's a bit like all pixely. So this is just like the beginning stages of them putting it in the game, or finalizing it. I mean. Looks very cool. I don't get why they have like a little spear at the front. Maybe that's like a melee attack. That'll be really funny. I like that there's 3. Oh, 1 steers. That's kind of cool.
artillery piece
And it's
on
I think it's a
highly
white
mobile
eagle. I think usually we just get like the normal colors.
take
I
the
did not
blunt
expect.
force
If you
of
told me they were gonna
enemy
get
attacks
monstrous
and
infantry in
withstand
this
them
DLC, I would have not believed
them
you.
being made out of water,
Again,
they are
so
highly
cool. I love the
resistant
in-game
to
looks.
certain types of damage. I do suggest you bring some magic attacks against them.
So we have these
if you
guys. I
want
think
to be
these are the
fighting
only
them.
2 that
And
they've
the sea
showed, and
elemental
then this
himself
big
is also
boy.
kind of
The
this
animations,
big
I think, are gonna be
monstrosity
crazy.
that is extremely good against enemy
I
infantry.
really like the
Also
concept
having
art.
that
Hopefully in the
special
final
resistance,
version we'll
being
get a
an
few more
elemental
stuff swirling
as well,
around
made
it.
out of pure
And you already
water.
know, day
We've
one,
made
people are gonna
some
mod this into
incredible
Vampire Coast
animations,
because it fits them so
for
well.
it, for
Like
all
that,
of them,
like
to make
I
sure
don't know, I
that
hope
they
that they
really
got like more
stand
cool
out
stuff like
on the
that
battlefield.
because that's pretty
And
unique.
I really can't wait for you to see them
Crazy.
in action
Like,
because they can look quite
excuse me.
amazing.
For the high
This
elves
is
to
not
get a big
all,
beastie like that is a little
with
surprising.
This being a whole nautical
I
team,
heard a lot of
one
talk about the wyverns.
for all.
This thing must be pretty tall too. Might be one of the tallest things, but we don't know until we see it in game. Actually, we can compare it to the horse. Actually, that's a good size
Really
reference.
stand out on the battlefield.
Yeah, horses
And,
are not that small in this game, but they can seem
resistance
small with all the big
being
beasties
an
around.
elemental as well, made out of pure water. We've made
God,
some
I am
incredible
extremely hyped,
animations for it.
Yeah, they're
for
decently
all of
big
them
because that
to
horse
make
looks
sure
small.
that they
Makes it look tiny.
show that
So we have
brings
four.
with him
I
a
would say we're gonna say
completely new
3
lore,
because I'm gonna say
of
the unit
magic,
variant is just an extra.
with that being
Hopefully.
the lore of mists.
So we know 3 out of 5 units.
Lores
We know
in,
legendary lord. We don't know the legendary hero. We do know the new hero they're getting.
Magic in different ways. So what you
Basically,
can
he
expect
has a
from
new
this
spell
lore
lore
is
about
to
miss,
have
more of a buffer.
a bit of a supportive caster that is
But as you
able to
know,
buff
you're probably
up
going
your
to hear a
ranged
bunch of
units
news in the coming
specifically
months
quite
before
well.
it comes out.
Allow your units to
So I
move
am
through the shadow.
extremely hyped to get my hands on this when it does. I'll probably get it when you guys all get it. Oh yeah, and they showed us some new units for
going
Slaanesh.
to be-
Kind of surprised. I wonder if this is replacing like the Beastmen Slaanesh. I doubt
a
it
very
would.
good
That would kind of feel a little
anti-infantry
odd.
unit
Getting
armed
3 out of the
with
4.
2 swords.
I
that
think
are going to be
some of
very
the
dangerous
Dark
in the
Elves are also going to get these
battlefield.
guys.
We are also adding a
Yeah,
variant
so this is like a
that
screenshot
is
in
wielding
game, not really their
crossbows
animation,
as well.
but close enough.
So Slaanesh is going to get a bit of a ranged
So excited.
unit
I will
variant
do
if
a
they
completion
need to.
video of
We're
all
also
the
doing
in-game
a lot
stuff.
of
So
other
if people
updates
just want to see that,
for,
it'll be like a 2-minute,
other
more like
factions
a
like
minute 30
Norsca.
video.
We're doing an update on the monster.
Yeah, monster hunts are being updated. So excited. They didn't tell us too much about his mechanics, but it seems like he's actually going to be... I think I passed his animations. It's super. His animations are super quick.
On other shores are not something that he is going to be shy of doing,
So he's just
despite
a
of what
good
other
melee
high elves
fighter.
are thinking about it. Yeah, we are trying
That's
to
all I'm
represent
really
that
getting
in
from it.
battle
I'm
as
hoping
well.
to get a
He
few
is
spells,
going to be
but
one of
again,
the
we don't know until we get our
good
hands on it.
dueler characters, wielding 2 weapons, 1 in each hand. But we're also keeping
Amazing.
one of
Looks
his
so
most
good.
iconic abilities from the tabletop, where he's able to buff up
Oh, and
archers
his little shoulder pad
make
glows too. That's cool. And that's sick.
a really
And they
good use
mentioned
of
that
them
Tyrion
and
and
make the
Teclis
enemies
are going to
suffer
be getting
from range.
updates. So
He's
very
gonna
hyped
be
for
quite-
that. It looks like they're going to get a resource, like with their diplomacy. Really, really good. I am extremely hyped for what they showed us. I'm just glad they gave us a date. And they showed us this for
Cunning and manipulative character
Norsca
that
Legendary
can
Lord.
with
I don't know why.
Still is kind of
Because that's,
cunning
I
and
think this is
manipulative
just like
character that
their
can
like beginning
surprise
stages of
his
putting this in the intro
neighbors
for
and
his
his
faction. 'Cause
friends,
look at that,
let's
it looks
say,
like it looks like there
with
should be an army behind him.
underhanded actions.
And as we mentioned,
Super excited
about Aislinn, so as Todor says, he does get his own
Yeah,
narrative
so
as
basically they're
so
tidying up Tides
all
of
three
Torment.
characters
Kind of
now have that
ironic.
as a part of their
Hopefully we
campaign
don't get
feat.
like another Shadows of Change situation, which I think is why it got delayed. We won't get one of those. Super excited. Again, big thank you to CA for
He really spent a
basically
lot of time and effort
bringing the High Elves
to
back.
try and do a
I'm
little bit
extremely
more there.
excited.
So yes, you will be
And
able
yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we get this stuff, like I said, sooner rather than later. Maybe October 1st if we're lucky. But then again, we never know. And again, thank you guys. We're going to have a bunch more posted on the channel. We have a Lizardmen video coming up. And then I want to do a 25th anniversary for Warhammer video. My ideas will be announced. So yeah, like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the future.